Hello everybody, welcome to another Nephilim build. Today we're going to fight the machines as 2B from NieR Automata. As always, keep in mind that these videos are about capturing the spirit of the character rather than capturing their abilities perfectly. With that said, let's start with ability scores. Using point buy will make dexterity 15. You will not get far in this game if you can't dodge. Next we'll make wisdom and intelligence 13. She think fast, she react fast. We'll make strength and constitution 12 for hops and AC, and dump charisma. She's kind of a social limp noodle. For race, we're going to go with Warforged, splitting our increases into dexterity, wisdom, and intelligence. We'll also get constructed resilience, sentry's rest, and integrated protection. We'll also take proficiency with deception to the Light of 9S and painter supplies for giggles. We'll also speak common and celestial because Yorha is up. We'll take the soldier background, getting military rank, athletics, intimidation, land vehicles, and dice. Moving on to class, we're going to start off as a monk. We get strength and dexterity saving throws and pick acrobatics and perception for skills. We'll also be proficient with simple weapons, short swords, and cook's utensils so we can actually do something with all those fish. At level 1 we'll get martial arts and unarmored defense, and at level 2 we'll get ki and unarmored movement. At level 3 we'll get deflect missiles in our monastic tradition, taking the way of the Kensei. We'll get calligrapher supplies and pick long swords for our Kensei weapons. The ranged option won't matter. We'll also get agile parry and Kensei shot, which we'll never use. Since we're already here, we're going to take a 4th level monk for slow fall because what is fall damage and raise our dexterity. Now it's time to get our pod. To start, we're going to multiclass the wizard, getting arcane recovery at level 1. We'll start with 3 cantrips, taking booming blade to hit with virtuous treaty, message for some comms, and mending to fix machinery. We can prepare 3 spells starting with find familiar to get something that flies. This will be important later. We'll also take magic missile for basic pod shots and mage armor for better base AC. At level 2 we'll get our arcane tradition, taking blade singing for performance, light armor, and blade song. The dodging in this game is nuts, but you still have to actually be good at it. We'll also take expeditious retreat to go fast. We're now going to multiclass the artificer, getting medium armor, shields, thieves tools, and tinker's tools. At level 1 we'll get magical tinkering and 2 cantrips, taking thorn whip for wire and sword burst for blade. We'll start with 2 spells, taking cure wounds for some healing and feather fall for a better slow fall. At level 2 we'll get our infusions, taking enhanced weapon and mind sharpener. We'll also take jump to jump good. At level 3 we'll get right tool for the job and our artificer specialist. We're going to go for artillerist, getting woodcarver's tools and our eldritch cannon. Make a tiny force ballista and have your flying familiar carry it around. This is our full pod. Just in case someone asks, yes, I did see Tulak's build for 2B, and his answer to the pod problem was inspired. If you haven't seen it, he took Armorer Artificer to get Magic Missile as an Artificer spell and the Homunculus Infusion. He then used Spell Starring Item to make an object hold 10 uses of Magic Missile, which you can have the Homunculus use with your bonus action. So why didn't I do that here? Well, besides not wanting to copy him, there's some wording problems at play. Spell storing item doesn't say that you can store an artificer spell on it, it says you can store a spell that is on the artificer spell list. Spells you get from your subclass count as artificer spells, but they're not on the artificer spell list. Is that nitpicky? Yes. Would I bend the rule to allow this at my table? Fuck yes. But the point here is to try and keep things as close to rules as written as possible, and the wording here is very specific. Anyway, we'll also get shield and thunder wave for the shield and hammer. Since we're already here, at level 4 we'll cap our dexterity and take identify to scan things with our pod. Back to wizard, at level 3 we'll take blur for the full dodge. At level 4 we'll raise our intelligence and take prestidigitation for special effects. We'll also take mirror image for decoy and kinetic jaunt for more jukes. We'll also take long strider from artificer for more speed. At level 5 we'll take haste. Did anyone else just spam the dodge button while they attacked, or was that just me? At level 6 we get the Blade Singer extra attack. We can now combo Virtuous Contract with Virtuous Treaty. We'll also take Lightning Bolt for the laser. At level 7 we'll take Melf's Minute Meteors for bomb, and at level 8 we'll raise intelligence. We'll take Sending to Contact 9S or 6-0, Slow, and False Light from Artificer for some extra health chips. At level 9 we'll take Steel Wind Strike for Mirage. It has been too long since I had an excuse to take this spell. At level 10 we'll get Song of Defense and take Blade Ward to fill a slot. We'll also take Shatter for Wave. At level 11 we'll take Sunbeam for a bigger, spammable laser, and at level 12 we'll cap our intelligence. We'll get Absorb Elements from Artificer, Enhance Ability, and Chain Lightning for the bouncing laser pod. Now that we're level 20, we finally have our modifiers. For inventory, we'll take a longsword for Virtuous Contract, a set of Tinker's Tools, and a component patch for spellcasting. Our AC with Mage Armor is 18, our movement speed is 30, and our average HP is 111 with 8d8 and 12d6 hit dice. And with that, we are done. Now what can this build do? To start, all of our damage is magical except for our unarmed attacks, which we don't even need to use. We're also really dodgy with 18 base AC, which jumps to 23 with Blade Song and 28 with Shield. We can also add either Blur or Haste on top of that, and a Mirror Image on top of that. And if something does hit us, we can reduce damage with Song of Defense. Familiars are also incredibly useful, and we've got a couple of spammable bonus action options to pile the damage on. For weaknesses, our HP is dangerously close to power word kill range, and one good banishment will take us out of the fight. We're also also not leading any social encounters. We also take a bit to set up, needing an action to summon our cannon, cast haste, and cast mirror image. I recommend casting haste first, that way you can still get your one free attack while using your main action to set up. Weaknesses aside, you are certainly a force to be reckoned with. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you'd like to support my channel, there's a link to my Patreon down in the description. $1 a month gives you 2-day early access to my videos, a chance to vote for future characters, and access to all of my homebrew content. Let me know what you thought of this video down in the comments, and I'll see you all next week when I make Richter Belmont from Castlevania Nocturne.